Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Schlotthauer here. We are tracking some severe weather today across the Louisiana area. I'm only going to be able to stream for a couple of hours because I have a lot going on today. I'm even lucky that I'm even here doing this given the busyness that I'm dealing with today. So, yeah. So we are going to watch for any severe thunderstorms today that do develop. We have this very big line of storms that is currently setting up across Leesville. If you're in Alexandria in Louisiana, we have this really intense line of storms, even some supercell QLCS structures within this line, but nothing tornadic at the moment. But that is going to likely change as we go over the next 3 to 4 hours once this line gets all the way in to, say, Vicksburg, Jackson, Mississippi. But unfortunately, I am not going to be around after 3 o'clock my time this afternoon when this is all probably going to be peaking in intensity. It sucks, I know. Just so much going on this week. Just a lot going on. And so hopefully you all understand that very much. So we are tracking some severe weather. Nothing severe, well, as far as a severe weather warning goes, but we are looking at some intense rainfall rates going across Interstate 49 near Alexandria, near Winfield in Louisiana. We have some moderate to heavy rain. If you're in Monroe, Louisiana, got some good rainfall there coming down. 67 degrees dew points there in the mid 60s, and then down here to the south where we have mid 60 dew points in place because of how much moisture is being advected off the Gulf of Mexico. Really muggy down here. Dew points even in the low 70s, so really humid, and that's where we have that instability in place. So Justin Lee says there are discrete cells that are likely on the HRRR model. Yeah, let's actually take a look at that. Let's go over there to the HRRR model because this is fairly important. And let's actually look at that because I did see that yesterday. There was a lot of discrete cell activity that was anticipated. So let's see with what we got here. In fact, let's just take a look at our localized sector here, Louisiana area. And this is the 19Z. Let's actually look at the 18Z because that's a more complete run. And we do have a solid line. Now, it doesn't look as robust as before, but we do have some of these kidney bean-shaped storms north of Baton Rouge, Alexandria. That's where that line currently is basically positioned. This is not representing the overall forecast really well. This is kind of broken up more than what the radar is showing here, where it's more solid. This run is not really showing much of a this run though is a little bit better. This is the 19Z, and this really does not show. Maybe some discrete cell formation here at around 9 o'clock tonight in Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Jackson, Mississippi area. But the strong tornado threat is conditional today, but why not? There's a 10 sig for tornadoes, and I don't want to ignore this. I do not. I want to address this because a 10 sig for tornadoes is something big than, say, a 5% or a 2% risk for tornadoes. So that's why we're talking about it today. I don't know if you guys could hear me. We only have 4 people watching, so I don't know what the problem is today. Can you guys hear me? Can anybody hear me? So there is some discrete cell formation over Jackson, over Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We do have, again, this line of intense rainfall and some hail that is anticipated, but likely going to be some strong damaging winds with this. In fact, if we take a look at our wind gust forecast, we have wind gusts between 50 to 60 miles an hour. If we go up towards actually Tennessee, That's where we have wind gusts probably exceeding even 70 miles an hour at times. So maybe some significant wind damage. Even look at this. Cooksville could see wind gusts up to 75 miles an hour this afternoon. So big time winds with this storm system as it sweeps its way through. Right now, until we get a lot of severe weather warnings, there's really not much to even talk about. But I figured that, you know what? Since other people are live streaming on this too, might as well do the same thing. And Winfield, Atlanta, Dodson, if you're in Chatham, that's where we are seeing that steadier rainfall. Nothing severe at the moment, but this line right here is the strongest, and that's where we are seeing embedded kinks within the line, maybe some rotation as well. And that's what we're seeing, a little bit of rotation, maybe some modest amounts there. Thank you so much, Robert. I'm glad you could hear me. If I'm too loud, hopefully I'm not too loud at all. So this is in Louisiana. There's actually the cold front that is sweeping its way through. It actually appears that this cold front is racing a little faster than what models previously thought yesterday. And we can see that right there. Well noted. Well noted. So if you're in Winfield, if you're in Monroe, Bastrop in Louisiana, that's where that line of heaviest rainfall is. Severe weather threat is maximized. In fact, if we take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, if we actually go right over there right now, hold on a second. We actually go right over there. This is our day one outlook. And this is what we have today. The enhanced risk for severe weather. This is driven by that significant threat for tornadoes. There's a 10 sig over northeastern Louisiana into central Mississippi because of strong tornadoes possible. And then, of course, the hail threat, not a big problem with this one. Lapse rates are not very steep like what we would otherwise see. And the wind threat is going to be what drives the enhanced risk within that 10 sig for tornadoes. So that's pretty much what we have here in the Louisiana, Mississippi, and even across the southeastern Arkansas area. If we go back, there is that enhanced risk. And then tomorrow, of course, there is a slight risk for severe weather, but that is driven by, let's see, that is driven by a 2% chance for tornadoes, so a low tornado threat tomorrow with mainly a wind threat down there. And that would probably be for the early overnight hour, or the late overnight hours into the early morning hours, that I believe is when you would see the biggest chances for severe weather. But as far as the short term goes, today is where that enhanced risk for severe weather does exist. And we will be watching a lot of it today as it unfolds. Could tomorrow go slight for Ohio? I do not think so. I don't see a slight risk for Ohio at all tomorrow. I think it's just going to be it's just going to be a marginal risk for tornadoes. That's that 2% risk. By the way, today we do have a tornado watch right now that is issued for this area, and we have yet to have a tornado rolling through this area. In fact, if we do take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, I won't have it here on the screen. We have not had one storm report today. Today has just been a dead day. Just been dead so far. No reports, not one tornado, wind, or hail report yet. So it is going to be interesting to see if things do heat up as far as storms go. This is very clustery, though, or not very. This is really messy. Nothing very organized at all. So it is going to be interesting to see if they extend that tornado watch. They'll probably do so. I bet you they will. Because conditions are there for tornadoes today. Let's actually look at the meso discussion. See if we have anything. Yeah, that was from earlier by 4 to 6 p.m. And it is already 3 p.m. over there. So rapid intensification. And it's probably going to come from this cold front that is already swinging through Newton all the way into, say, Arcadia in Louisiana. But once you get up here to the north, it's really, the air is pretty stable. Other than this line of storms that is rolling through. But really windy. I mean, across Arkansas, winds gusting already 40 miles an hour. Those winds will pick up even further. We have a wind gust already up to 46 miles an hour on the KARG site at the moment. So winds pretty strong. There is a little winded or little area here under a high wind warning because of how strong these winds are going to be. John 54-2 saying it's a bust. Now you just jinxed the storm reports. Did we get one? We have not gotten any storm reports yet. On my end, at least on the Storm Prediction Center, we yet have to get one report. There is nothing in the way of rotation along this line at all. Not one severe thunderstorm warning. That's the ironic thing. There's not one severe thunderstorm warning. And yet, I'm going live on this. Just in case. Just in case. Man, chat is dead. That's the thing about my live streams. You guys like watching my videos, but no one wants to watch my live streams and interact. Keep me occupied. Not trying to complain, but you know. It's boring when no one's in chat at all. But we are going to keep an eye on this. Just in case if something flips under the radar. And there is nothing yet. The severe weather threat will definitely increase within the next hour or two. We'll see if that even verifies. We're not seeing any indications of any organization of any storms yet at the moment. There's definitely a lot of instability, though. As we can see with dew points in the mid to upper 60s. There are some areas that have dew points almost near 70 degrees. What's up, Dakota? What's up, Ryan? I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. Sorry I was not able to go live yesterday. There was just so much going on. So much going on. We'll see if this line does anything here. Approaching Provincial. That's where your cold front actually is located. It's where that surge is. Northwesterly winds on the backside of that. How tornadic is it looking like today? Well, let's take a look at our... Go over and take a look at the Louisiana area. This is really covers that risk very well, so let's go over there and take a look at some of our severe weather parameters. Actually, let's do the NAM. NAM will probably give us more. Actually, I gotta use regional. That would probably be better. There we go. So let me take a look at with what we're dealing with. So let's take a look here. Helicity. I'm trying to look for SRH. SRH, storm relative helicity. Here we go. So our storm relative helicity today will be significant, especially over here, where we have 400 to almost 500 meters squared per second squared. I mean, very significant amount of shear in around the Mississippi area, where we have that 0 to 1 kilometer shear very strong. We look at that shear, 0 to 1 kilometer bulk shear, it is going to be 45 to even 50 knots just in the lowest levels. Even 60 knots up here in northern Mississippi. And then eventually getting up to 70 knots over Kentucky. Not that there's a tornado threat there. There isn't. But there is maybe an isolated risk there because of how much shear there's going to be. But further south is where your tornado threat is going to be highest, because that's where we have the instability and the moisture that is advecting over the region. In fact, if we look at our significant tornado parameter, the best chances for a tornado will be right in here. Right in here is where we have the best chances for a tornado. Maybe a strong tornado, perhaps. All the way through maybe 0Z, we have the best chances for a isolated spin up. That could be strong. Maybe some, it's what they were mentioning too in the SPC. Maybe a very substantial tornado threat. Especially when you look at the NAM at 3 kilometer model, it has numbers that are even higher. If we actually look at that, we can see really curved hodograph, really curved. But that's on the NAM. And there are differences between these two models. If we look at the RAP model, tornado threat is actually not as high. Maybe a 2, which is a non-zero chance. And you can see the curvature to the hodograph up here, definitely curved. We have enough instability to work with, probably about 1,000 joules per kilogram. So not extreme instability, but enough to get some storms out of this that could rotate vigorously and get a tornado. And this is the hodograph forecast today. The profiles don't look so bad down here. This one looks a little bit better, but look at up here towards the Tennessee area. If we had enough instability, definitely some curvature to these hodographs. You can see this wound up structure indicating that there's a lot of directional shear and speed shear with height along this cold front with that southeasterly flow. Winds just do this all over the place. So that's why the SPC is very concerned about today with a strong tornado potential. And even into the early morning hours down here, we have a tornado chance. And that storm really might revigorize later in the period. This is day 2. But really, today's the biggest day where this area, if my pin works. Yeah, there we go, it does. Where this area has the biggest chance. Where those strong storms actually are going to be in place. Now, this is a simulated forecast. This is not the actual. If we look at the latest run, it's a little bit more different. But it only runs out to 18 hours out. See what the NAM shows. See how realistic that actually is. Yeah, looks like the NAM is a lot more realistic. And maybe, just maybe, we get a storm down here that pops up. But really solid line. Really solid QLCS line. And then that line really hovers by tonight as it runs into more stable air. So it looks like the NAM might be the winner out of this because of what we're seeing on the nowcast. So if we look at... Actually, it is... It's actually more crooked. The NAM needs to do a little bit better job at that. But this is the Louisiana area, and that's that solid line. And assuming that that's what happens here, we might get a couple of intense tornadoes within this line. But yet, we have not seen one tornado warning yet, or a severe thunderstorm warning yet. And you'll be the first to know because you'll hear this dinging sound. We take a look at 3D right now. Over Bogard County. Today's not a hail day, so we're actually going to turn off our hail perimeter. So this is what our storms actually look like right now. Oops. Opie oops. You know what I need to do? I need to make another window. I need to make another window. Specifically... Oops, I don't want that. I don't want that. Hold on a second, folks. Hold on. That is funny. I'm not able to do it this time. Actually add the 3D on this. Let's see. Why isn't... Oh yeah, here it is. There we go. Now everyone could definitely see that. So, that's what we're seeing right now at the moment. Nothing too organized yet. Definitely some shear. You can see the flow. doing this at the surface, then these tops get blown off like that, and that's why we're seeing some of the high level precipitation actually getting blown off to the right of the actual storm motion. But I don't see anything suspicious yet. Again, no warnings. No warnings actually in effect. What's up, Ban Everything? What's up? You all. Again, if you guys are new, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Also, if you want to join the Discord server, there is a link. It is below me. It is below me. All the information is right here. You can find it. Actually, I need to actually go in and change that. Oh no, the invite link has been updated. So if you want to participate in that, you can. So Winfield, getting some heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning at the moment with these storms. And actually, if we go to, let's see if we can find some. We can find any Louisiana dot cameras. We could actually take a look at that. Since there's not much other than rain, wow, this radar is very outdated. Very outdated radar. Oh, actually, never mind. It's not outdated. Looked like it at first. So let's see if we have any cameras in the path of these storms, and we don't. Darn it, we don't have any cameras. We do have cameras up here. Let's see what this one shows. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Darn it. And this is... I'm going to need to make a new scene, actually. Shoot. Or else you guys are seeing a big screen with nothing on it. So let me fix that really quickly. Sorry if you're seeing just black. Let me see live camera. There we go. So you all can see that. So there is the live camera. This is on I-20 at Well Road, and it's raining pretty good there. Hey, Caden Plays, how are you? Yeah, ban everything. They're predicting 65 to 75 mile an hour winds. So Monroe, Louisiana to the southwest across Alexandria. If you are in Leesville, if you're in Lake Charles area, let's actually go further south where we do have this narrow line of heavy rainfall. But there is nothing in the way of significant severe weather at all. So we're going to just have to keep an eye on this for the next hour or so to see if we get anything significant that pops up. You're in Colfax, Boyce in Louisiana. That's where there's intense rainfall and some thunderstorms. If you're in Alexandria, pockets of heavy rainfall. If you're in Ball, Pollock, pockets of heavy rainfall there. Ola, Clarks, Columbia, getting some moderate to heavy rainfall. But nothing in the way of any rotating storms yet. Nothing that gets my attention yet. So if you're in Rose Pine in Louisiana, that's where we have that cold front or a confluent zone. And this is within That enhanced risk of severe weather right up in here. Slight risk for severe weather with a 5 to 10% chance of tornadoes within the Alexandria area. See what all happens today, though. We are going to watch this. So we'll watch this, though. Colfax, if you're in Colfax, if you're in Richwood, if you're in West Monroe in Louisiana, heaviest rainfall moving through. If you are in DeRuyter, looks like that line might be intensifying just a little bit. It's not even moving, though. That's the scary thing. It's not even moving once. So you're going to be getting some training storms. In fact, we actually look at the amount of rainfall that area has seen so far. That is significant. Within the last hour, some areas have seen almost 2 inches. One area, 2.25 inches based on radar. If you go further north here, one area has even seen 2.5 inches within the last hour. And storm total precipitation, pretty remarkable, 3 inches in some areas. All because of those storms that are just sitting there. They're not moving once. They're just sitting there. They have essentially stalled out. DeRuyter. I said that. I said DeRuyter. If you're in Boise, if you're in Colfax, Dry Prong in Louisiana, that's where the heaviest rain is falling right now. We do have got a couple of storms that are... Oh yeah, we got a storm right here that might be trying to rotate a little bit more. We do got some rotation on that storm. Oh yeah, rotation is intensifying on this one. So Harmony in Louisiana might want to keep an eye on that storm. That is rotating a little bit. And that might earn a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning. What's up, Diana? How are you? Yes, I am live, Diana. So that's going to be the storm that we have to watch. That is developing a little kidney bean shape. We go to GR2 analysis on that one storm. We have a radar site that is closer. Bring that up. This would be in Allen County. Allen County. Okay, that's weird. This has a different perspective on the storm. Oh, there it is. So yeah, Allen County, you got to take shelter. Let's actually scope this out on our 3D. Let's actually bring and highlight this a little bit more. Definitely shallow. Definitely not high-topped. Barely reaching 15,000 feet high. So these are really shallow storms. Really shallow. So if you're in Allen County in Louisiana, that storm is organizing a little bit. And it is. It's over Harmony right now. Harmony, Louisiana. That is definitely tightening up that rotation. So if you're in Harmony, Louisiana, please take shelter. This is moving off towards the northeasterly direction. And that is a supercell because it has that hook on it. And then another way to look at that is definitely the RFD is coming around on that storm. And that definitely looks organized. What's up? Oh yeah, Caden, nice. That's cool to know. Is the storm running close to Boffa County, just south of Johnson area? So, Boffa County is going to be... Give me a town if you can, or a city. That would help out a lot. Sorry, I'm not familiar with Louisiana area with county names, so if you could help me out, that would be great. It is elongated, that rotation, but it is definitely... There's something on that. There's definitely some rotation. And that would be the air storm that is going to be moving into a more favorable environment. How's the weather in Houston? Houston looks good right now. Just northerly flow. Dew points actually have come down into the mid-50s, so that's nice to see. Not as muggy over there. I call them counties, William. I know people are going to laugh at me about that. It's easier to say county than parish. I don't like saying the name parish. I just don't like saying it, so I just like saying county. I know it's not professional because it's supposed to be said parish, but I just don't feel comfortable using it, so I'm not going to use the word parish every time I use a county name. I'm in contact with NWS now. All right, Caden. I'm watching that storm. It's shallow topped, though. It's not very deep. I mean, echo tops on this are only up to like 11,000 feet. This thing is not even generating even lightning. That's how shallow it is. Very shallow topped storm, but don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you. What's up? Welcome back, Diana. Don't let it fool you, because even shallow top storms can be just as bad as deep ones. Which hence is why the hail threat today is also not very big either, because the convection is going to get deeper, I'm very sure, with eastward extent, but in the short term, these storms not really feeding off of a lot of significant instability. I mean, even the storms off towards the west, DeRitter in Louisiana, only 20 to 30,000 foot echo tops, not even extreme like the 60,000 feet echo tops you can see in Texas. But of course, we will keep an eye and monitor latest trends if we get anything out of the ordinary. Oh, we just got one wind damage report. We got one wind report, actually. And that is in... That report came out late. That report really is delayed. We did get one wind report. 911 dispatch confirmed report of trees and power lines down, with a tree down on a home, trapping residents. So that is that's a significant wind report, because you got residents being trapped in a house, in a home, because of a fallen tree. So, yeah, one wind report so far, but otherwise, and that's in Louisiana. Yeah, 911 dispatch did report that. That was from a 911 dispatch. See if we have any more meso discussions out, and we still don't. It is interesting that this had a moderate risk for strong tornadoes, and we yet have to see anything pan out with this. Not saying it's a bust, but it has not performed. You would think we would see something in the middle of this watch. This line of storms is almost getting into the eastern edge of that, probably within the next... It's not really moving at all now, but once that cold front swings through, I bet you we're going to start getting tornado genesis. Yeah, that cold front is catching up to where that confluent zone is. Probably going to be the trigger mechanism here for a huge uptick in tornado activity. Yeah, this rotation is tightening up a little bit. This one just to the northeast of Harmony in Louisiana, Simmons Settlement, State Route 26. Definitely some rotation on that. Wow, that is definitely strong. That's strengthening. So that could be a tornado waiting to happen. Yes, I'm certified and trained. That's good to know. So yeah, we do have that storm might even be organizing fairly quickly. So yeah, storm that we are gonna to monitor. Hey, Caden plays. If you want to join the Weather Force Discord server, you are more than happy to. If you also want updated satellite imagery from our parent agency, NOAA, type in NOAA goes. Okay, let me look at that. Let's see here if I can get it. Can you send me a link to that, Caden? Oh, I got it. Never mind. Yeah, I've been on this website. Here's another website that's probably about as good. It's called College DewPage. I don't know if you've seen that one before, College DewPage. Caden, let me send. I put it in chat earlier. Let me actually make sure. I pin it so people could actually see it. Looks like that rotation's broadening out a little bit. But there is definitely a cold front right here. You can see the flow doing this more out of the southerly direction with more of a northwest wind on the backside of that front. How's things in Florida? LDD. Right now, Florida's gonna likely get some showers and thunderstorms in the next in about a couple of days, according to some high resolution models as well as some of the global models. But in the short term, it's mainly over the deep south into Alabama, at least through tomorrow morning. Man, my allergies are bad today. So once we get we got one alert. Flash flood warning. Oh, that's all the way up there in Canada. Never mind. Never mind. So nothing in the United States as far as any warnings go. Wow. Calm before the storm, maybe. Calm before the storm. No new meso discussions out at the moment, though. No new meso discussion. It looks like that kidney bean-shaped storm might have lost organization a little bit, which means the atmosphere is not quite primed yet. All right, Caden. I'll see you in the server when you join. And there we go. Our first warning. Severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it. So if you're in Pollock, if you're in Dry Prong right now, if you're in Jenna, this is in Louisiana. Please take shelter right now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. This is moving pretty fast too. Moving to the northeast at 50 miles an hour right now. And radar has indicated that. So if you're in Jenna, Ola, if you're Midway, if you're in Erina, if you're in Pollock, Dry Prong, if you're in Tolos, if you're in Georgetown, Standard, Bentley, Rochelle, if you're in Zoria, if you're in Fishville, Willina, and Lake Ayat, please take shelter. Man, weird names to pronounce. And this is, again, radar indicated. Central Grant Parish in north central Louisiana. LaSalle Parish in north central Louisiana. Southeastern Wind Parish in north central Louisiana. So we already have a severe thunderstorm warning that is issued for that area. And it does have a tornado possible tag on it. Which is interesting because there's not a whole lot of rotation on that. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Maybe this is you, Caden, that just joined the server. Welcome, K26. Mimsy K26 to the server. Mimsy is her name. Welcome. So yeah, if you're in Pollock, if you're in Jenna, Georgetown, please take shelter. Again, we have a severe thunderstorm warning right now. What's up, corruption? Is there any active warnings right now? Just one. Just one, corruption. How's the weather in your area, corruption? What did you think of that wind yesterday? Was it really windy in your area? Because right now, I don't think it's windy where you're at. Not much wind. See a little bit of a breeze. But what did you think of that wind yesterday? So if you're in Georgetown, Jenna, Ola, please take shelter. Dry Prong, Pollock, please take shelter again. This is in Louisiana. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Tornado possible tag. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Not a hail issue, though. Not a big hail producer. Now there's a strong storm southeast of me. Southeast of you. Yeah, you're right here, Ban, everything. So you're under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Southeast of you. I don't see that. I don't see any big storm that is southeast of you. Other than this little guy right over here near Lavaco. But I think you should be looking west instead of southeast. It's sunny and mild here, and the severe storms were decent. And the wind yesterday was insane. Jeez. Any blowing dust at all, like reduced visibility? Because you did have portions of that dry line that try to move into your area yesterday. That storm was serious. Beyond serious yesterday. Actually, some of you can catch me up. Any tornado reports yesterday? I don't think there was. Maybe there was one. Excuse me. Maybe there was one or two tornado reports. How's the tropospheric dust? Never mind, I can check. Yeah. I live in a camper. My storm shelter is on old 3 feet diameter iron culvert, 130 feet away, and a deep drainage ditch. So lots of anxiety here. So you live in a camper. So you live in a trailer then? It was dark outside, so you must have gone this. Okay. I wanted to show you this ban everything, though. What did you think of this yesterday? I wanted to show you all this. Hold on. Let me show you this. Go to... Perfect. That will fit. Take a look at this. Look at all that dust yesterday. See all that dust. I'm at Carl's Jr. right now. I'm in the boondocks far from civilization. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of the dust was all the way across western Texas. That line of storms has not moved. Good grief. It's gonna be... Lots of rain in this area, though. Wow, North Fort Polk in Louisiana. Look at this. Narrow stream in the last hour. Where some areas in the last hour barely got anything. And here are some locations that got almost 3 inches. 3 inches of water. 2.5 inches of rain in the last hour. Storm total precipitation as much as 4 inches. 4 inches in this narrow corridor. 4 inches. That is pretty substantial. And go and look at this. You go a little further to the east and to the southeast, barely has rained in some areas. And here you are getting flooding. And you could really see those rain totals really come up. I mean, even per scan, you're getting like about 1.5 inches an hour of rainfall. That is a lot of water in that area. And yet they have not issued any flood warnings, I don't think. Oh, wait. No, they haven't. Or haven't they yet? Yeah, they have. Okay. There's a flood warning, flash flood in that area. Because of how much rain has accumulated. That's pretty significant. Serious rain. Yesterday, there was a tornado warning in Carter County in southern Oklahoma and Jefferson County in southern Oklahoma. Okay. A bear stole my Dawn dishwashing liquid at the outdoor faucet. That worries me. Well, might want to secure your things then, so they don't get taken away by bears. Lock them up. So lots of rain with these storms for sure. This is dumping a lot right now. Almost an inch in Mudville right now. Georgetown, almost an inch of rain has fallen. Selma in Louisiana, already an inch, almost an inch. And you go further west, almost 2 inches of rain have fallen based on radar. These are radar estimates. These are not automated rain gauges. Still raining in that area, so accumulating pretty quickly. My yard is a zoo. Wait, your yard is a zoo? Jeez. Actually, no, I'm not spying on you, ban everything. Don't worry about that, alright, buddy? I just want to see. I need to change maps, so. There we go. Let me turn off radar really quickly. Actually, yeah, we'll turn off radar. You're in a zoo, you said? Wow, that must be exciting. There are a lot of trees around you. Wow, that could be scary, definitely. Ah, you are right there by a lake too, so a lot of moisture. So, yeah. Now Nevada is getting some cumulus clouds. You want to know who's going to get some cumulus clouds? You really want to know who's going to get some cumulus clouds? Well, you'll find out in just a second. This is who's going to get some cumulus clouds right here. While we're waiting for the weather to get more active, thought I would show you guys this. This is some thunderstorm, some convection that's building up. Can really make all crazy weather. Yeah, Caden, I could show you more of that weather program later on. I heard thunder finally. That's probably to your northwest, I'm assuming. That storm. Thank you. I'm glad you really like it. Yeah, it's very addicting. It's very addicting. But it's only addicting when I create something even bigger than this. Looks like a normal Norman Day, Oklahoma. I'll show you what a Norman, Oklahoma sounding looks like once it loads. I'll show you something really cool. But yeah, anyways, we do got a severe thunderstorm warning in Jenna, Dry Prong, Georgetown right now. Severe thunderstorm warning there. That's in Louisiana. All right, are you guys ready for some action? Take a look at this. Take a look at this really quickly. Severe weather related. Take a look at that large cap. And moisture evaporation. The air is heating up. Gina. Okay, Gina. Watch this. Look at the instability. Watch these thunderstorms go off. You got dew points in the mid 60s. Really steep lapse rates. Very steep. Oh, we got a cloud. We got a couple of clouds building. Look at hail. We got hail. We got hail. The yellow dots that you saw, that was hail, actually. Yeah, that's... Ooh, big storm right there. But I have something even cooler. Let's do this. Oh, won't work. Won't work. Fun. Bubble Man, welcome to the server. It's an honor that you're here. Bubble double bubble wobble. I will show you something that you guys have not even witnessed yet. We're going to add some magic to this. Same simulator. Same simulator. But watch what I could add to this simulator. Watch. Just pay attention. Just pay attention. Let me add actually more evaporation. Where's the so the hail, you all, is yellow dots. So the white dots are snow melting to rain once the temperature gets warm enough. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Actually, we need to make our temperature a little higher. Our sun angle a little higher too for this. So, watch this. Just watch. Did you see it? Or did you not? Did you see it? Did you not see that, folks? You missed it then. One more look, and then we'll get back to weather. I wanted to show you all this. Did I miss the severe weather? No, you didn't, Chase. There's really not a lot going on right now. Did you guys notice anything different with the simulator? You could add lightning. You could make it thunder and lightning in the simulator. You could make it thunder and lightning. So just imagining this satellite imagery is simulating cloud cover. Not cloud, it's actual cloud cover, but you get the idea. You do get, you know. It's simulating atmospheric processes that are similar to that simulator. One of my co-spotters reported hail in his sector north of my location. Oh, okay. Where was that at? So we'll have to see if there was a storm report on that then. Nope, no storm report. Still one storm report. I had a ringing noise in my left ear. Why did you have a ringing noise? What happened? I feel like today will be a bust. Well, you don't know though. You can't chance on when there's a 10 sig for tornadoes. But you want to know what's not going to be a bust? You want to know what's not going to be a bust? See if I can find it. You want to know what's not going to be a bust at all? Is this. Yeah. We going live on my road trip. That tinnitus. Okay. Been hit in the ear multiple times and been listening to loud music. Oh no. So, yeah. So I'll be doing that. That's one of my announcements. I've been mentioning that in every one of my videos. Just watch the whole video and it's at the end of every one of my videos that I've been actually advertising that. So I'm looking forward to April the 2nd. And then, of course, gonna make it fun. Who wants to go with me to see the eclipse in Texas? Put this in the chat if you want to. put this in the chat if you want to go with me. Things are going to get started in an hour or so. Well, there is a lot of discrete storm formation, but I'm not seeing anything substantial yet. Only one severe thunderstorm warning, which will expire in like 6 minutes. Cloud formation is acting weirdly strange. We see our current observations. Let's see what our winds are like. Golly word. In Noble, right now in Noble, Arkansas, just had a wind gust up to 61 miles an hour there. Right out ahead of that line of storms. Really strong winds. That wind really strong. Yeah, wind gust up to 65 was reported in Noble, Arkansas. Really strong winds. And if that's a Davis, let me see if that's a Davis weather station. It could be verifiable, maybe. Had a peak wind gust up to 76 miles an hour earlier. 76 mile an hour wind gust earlier there. Wow. Really, really strong wind on that station. Jeez oh wheeze. Seriously strong. Wow. I absolutely love rotating supercells. Okay. See if there's a meso discussion out on the Storm Prediction Center yet. And we still don't have any new meso discussion yet. With only one storm report today. Yeah, so today has not panned out so far, like, because it's already 3 o'clock here, which means it's already 5 o'clock across So Pollock, if you're in Louisiana, that warning will expire in about another minute. Another minute or so, that warning will expire, and we'll see if we get any more warnings. But I doubt it. I really doubt it. But doesn't surprise me. Gosh, this whole live stream has only had one severe weather warning in it. Only one. Only one. Okay, that warning will expire here in 45 seconds. 45 seconds. That warning will expire. And it will expire in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Warning will expire in 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boom. And it's gone. So we do not have any warnings as of the 3 o'clock hour, which is ironic given that there is an enhanced risk of severe weather. Like I said, it'll probably pick up later. Of course, when I end this stream in like 2 or so minutes, the severe weather will magically increase. But so far, nothing has really panned out very much. David, do you get eye protection for the... Yes, for the eclipse, I did get eye protection. Yes, I'm all ready to go for that. All right, everyone, there is really not much to talk about. There really isn't. I'm going to head out. I have a lot to do today. I at least tried my best at providing some severe weather coverage when in reality there was only one storm report and one severe weather warning throughout the entire stream. So now you all don't need to complain about me. No, I'm not. I don't say your guys are complaining about like, oh, why is David not live on this? Well, I was able to go live, at least in some sense. Okay? But be sure, before I end this, be sure to tune back in. Okay? Be sure to tune back in on April the 2nd. I swear, April the 2nd, I will be doing a Q&A live stream at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Okay? If work allows, okay? Don't miss that. I will be there answering your guys' questions on where am I going, why am I going there, how long will it last, why am I driving and not flying, what camera equipment will I be bringing, who is going with me during this eclipse. All right, I'll do the whole rundown if you guys need me to. And then, of course, I will be driving to Texas, and I will be streaming that on YouTube on April the 3rd. And I will get there on April the 6th. Actually, April the 5th, I'll get there in Texas before the big day on the 11th. And that is the solar eclipse. That will not on April the 11th. April the 8th, that is, at 12:15 p.m. All right. Thank you all for watching, tuning in to today's live coverage. There's just not anything going on right now. Have a great rest of your